Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome back to another MAHADONIII Talks Football. In today's mid-season performance review, we're not only going to be judging one person, but we're going to be also evaluating another. Today's two duos that we're going to be seeing is Arda Güler and Endrick. Of course, they are pretty much our youngest two players out there, being 17 and 18 and 19 years old. Excuse me. So there is quite a lot of backlash on Ancelotti on these two lads, specifically them, because they're extremely talented. They're very well, and they play very good football, especially at a very young age. And they're comparing them to like Yamal, for example, who's actually dominating very well in Barca, pretty much carrying the team in some ways or another. And that's what Real Madrid fans are really hoping that Ancelotti would actually do with these two, focus a lot more on these two, and give them all the chances he can get. And the reason why I think Ancelotti is doing the right thing is because they should be loaned out anyways. The other Arda Güler and Endrick should be loaned out. And when I say loaned out, I don't mean to like a crappy team, even though they're qualifying in the Champions League, for example. I'm saying no, like a very big team that's actually willing to take them in for maybe a season or two, get them playing, get them moving around, get them getting that experience up, that confidence. Because right now, when you see Arda Güler and Endrick on the field, you don't see much happening with them. They barely get the ball because it's the last few minutes. All they do is just bring in some additional energy into the game, and that's it. Of course, Endrick has bagged himself a couple of goals across all the competitions he's played in. And to be fair, though, one or two of them were fantastic outside of the box, screamers that no one expected him to score. And same thing with Arda Güler. His dribbling past players has been so well recognized that it surprised me so much because uh, I didn't expect that. I didn't really hear much about Arda Güler until last year, obviously when they signed him, and when I saw a little bit of football here and there. So, look, I wish I could give some statistics about Endrick, but he has played so little that there isn't really anything to say. As for Arda Güler, of course, he's had a lot more games. He's played a lot more games, but very little minutes. So he's played 14 games in La Liga, and in those 14 games, he's only started six and only played for 574 minutes. Do the math right now. Do you think that's enough time for 14 games? But he did get himself three assists and a goal, and there's a whole more stuff to come regarding that. But look, Arda Güler is he Arda Güler and Endrick are struggling, and the reason behind that is because we have Vinicius, we have Rodrigo, we have Mbappe. All three of them much better than these two lads. Even Brahim Diaz. Yes, they're all much better. They're older, more experienced, and just more capable of producing the outcome, the necessary goals we need, the necessary danger we need. I understand that many people are gonna say, but you gotta give them minutes, you gotta give them time, But it's as if saying you're gonna replace Ronaldo with a rising star during his time. You can't. You have an absolute great player, the best player in the world, and I'm like referring to Vinicius in this analogy. You have Vinicius Junior, the best player in the world, and Mbappe is known for what he can do. It does not make any sense that you play Arda Güler and Endrick instead of them. So if it doesn't make sense to play them instead, then what else are you gonna do except for benching them and playing them in the final minutes just to rest up the main line, front line? I don't know if you guys agree. Please let me know in the comments. This is like the most hot topic yet in Real Madrid's club so far this season, other than Mbappe, of course. So that's pretty much it. I don't want to make it too long, but that's Ancelotti, Perez. You guys gotta loan these two out, get them working, uh, get that confidence, get them playing. I know that many Premier League teams are looking to even fully sign them, which Real Madrid, of course, cannot accept because they're too valuable. But if they get them going on a loan, get them moving a bit, maybe later on in a few years where uh, we will need them very much because right now we have a couple of veterans in the team. Mbappe is not that, he's 26 years old, so uh, he's not that old, but he's not that young either. So they're gonna have many chances in the years to come, but they just have to keep pushing and working and working. Lucky for Yamal, his whole team in Barcelona are youngsters, so it makes it more. It's a whole different thing in Real Madrid because we have experienced older players who've played for over 10 years or so, and much more capabilities than these two youngsters. Even though they do have the potential, but it's not the right time unless they really do prove that they can play and produce something. Because when you put Arda Güler in starting lineup or Endrick starting, and you see them not doing anything at all, and then we're like down a few goals just because we're unable to convert any of our shots, that's an issue. We need someone who can produce, and that's Vinicius, Mbappe, Rodrigo, Brahim Diaz, Jude Bellingham, so on and so forth. So you guys get the point, right? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's Mahadoni Talks Football. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.